Today is June 20th, 2016, back with the end of day trade recap for Stocks to Trade. Going to be a pretty short list today. It was a somewhat interesting day, but we had, you can kind of see the SPY kind of tells it all. And now keep in mind, and again, we talk about this in Stocks to Trade Pro a lot, but keep in mind these momentum stocks that most of the time day traders trade don't always follow the market. But when you've got the kind of moves like today, SPY is a good gauge, and you can see we had this huge gap up this morning. So running the percentage gainer scan this morning, a bunch of stuff was up, solid looking momentum plays, but then you can see that everything just kind of tracked sideways, and then SPY sold off into the close. So really, all of that enthusiasm that we kind of had in the morning kind of fizzled out, and you'll see these tickers that I go over were all had solid potential, but none of them really kind of went anywhere, and some of them ended up being pretty solid short sells. So CERS, CERS, we tweeted this one. A pretty solid contract. Dig into your news feed and see what you think, but really just had kind of the gap up chasers, and then it kind of fizzled and went sideways. So nothing really there. And then GBIM was the best, for sure, short sell of the day. This was a very, it was up. This is, you're looking at last week, kind of was up a couple consecutive days, big from the mid ones to over 3. And then a very weird price target from the Seeking Alpha article, I think it would double check with like a $26 price target. I mean, was totally unreasonable. And then you can see it just cracked free and really closed down, and then faded in and ended up down 30% on the day. So tough to catch that move, but GBIM has never really gone anywhere. LPTN was another solid, a pretty good buy if you were fast. I mean, you can see it gapped up here pre-market and then shot up pretty fast, but then, just did not, after it hit that 4 number, would have been probably a good whole dollar sell, really, and then from there faded all day. And so, again, if you can be quick on these, and especially if the market would have kept going, would have been solid buys, but everything just kind of ran out of momentum. Same with NVCN, really same kind of chart, big gap up, fade, looked like it was really going to crack midday. Got back to 1, maybe got a little bit of guys thinking it was going to break that 1 mark, and then again faded into the close. So LPTN and NVCN especially were both pretty solid potential longs, but the market just kind of put the fizzle, and the sellers came in. So other than that, nothing really that interesting with volume today. So kind of a slow day, though. All it takes is 1 or 2 trades a day, and you can do pretty well. So if you focused on the right stocks by using Stocks to Trade, you could have bought these early, or you could have flipped and looked to short sell them when they kind of fizzled out late day. So we'll see you tomorrow.